Imagine stealing from the Louvre and thinking you got away, only to be undone by a tiny strand of DNA. It was a quiet night in Paris. Shadows crept through the Louvre as a crew of masked thieves pulled off one of the slickest art thefts in recent history. The Louvre, a fortress of art and history, stood silent and imposing under the moonlit sky. The thieves, clad in black, moved like phantoms through the museum's labyrinthine halls, their footsteps echoing softly against the marble floors. They had planned this heist for months, studying the museum's security systems, memorizing the guards' routines, and mapping out their escape routes. Every detail had been meticulously thought out, every contingency accounted for, or so they thought. The thieves moved with precision, bypassing alarms and security cameras with ease. They knew exactly where to go and what to take. In under 10 minutes, they vanished with millions in jewels, artifacts, and priceless paintings. The city was stunned, and so was the world. News of the heist spread like wildfire, capturing the imagination of people everywhere. How had they done it? Who were they? And most importantly, would they be caught? The police were baffled. The thieves had left no obvious clues, no fingerprints, no witnesses. It seemed like the perfect crime. But here's where things went sideways for our thieves. In their rush, they ditched their gloves and helmets, thinking they were just tossing evidence. Forensic teams swooped in, combing through every inch of the crime scene. They meticulously collected every piece of evidence, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. They knew that even the tiniest clue could break the case wide open. The gloves and helmets were sent to the lab for analysis. Forensic scientists worked around the clock, using the latest technology to examine the items. And guess what? DNA on a helmet, on the inside of a glove. The perfect calling card, but for the police. The DNA was carefully extracted and analyzed, revealing a genetic fingerprint that could be matched to a suspect. It was a breakthrough, the first real lead in the case. Investigators ran the DNA through databases. Suddenly, leads popped up. Every glove, every helmet, another breadcrumb leading straight to the culprits. The DNA matched several known criminals, individuals with a history of art theft and other high-profile crimes. The police now had names, faces, and a trail to follow. They began to piece together the puzzle, connecting the dots and building a case against the suspects. The investigation was intense and relentless. Detectives worked tirelessly, following every lead, conducting surveillance and gathering evidence. They interviewed witnesses, reviewed security footage, and analyzed phone records. It was a painstaking process, but they were determined to catch the thieves. It's almost like leaving your autograph at the scene, except this one gets you arrested. The DNA evidence was irrefutable, a smoking gun that pointed directly to the culprits. The suspects were eventually tracked down and arrested. They were charged with multiple counts of theft, conspiracy, and other crimes. The stolen items were recovered, and the thieves were brought to justice. It was a triumph for law enforcement and a stark reminder that even the most carefully planned crimes can be undone by a single mistake. So, what's the lesson? Even the world's best thieves can slip up. In the age of DNA, there's no such thing as the perfect crime. The science of forensic analysis has advanced to the point where even the smallest trace of evidence can lead to a conviction. Criminals can no longer rely on anonymity or clever tactics to evade capture. The truth will always come to light. The story of the Louvre heist is a testament to the power of modern forensic science. It shows how technology and meticulous detective work can solve even the most challenging cases. It also serves as a warning to would-be criminals. No matter how smart you think you are, there's always a chance you'll leave something behind. And in today's world, that something can be enough to bring you down. Like true crime stories like this, hit subscribe for more wild cases from around the world. Stay tuned for more tales of intrigue, mystery, and justice. Whether it's a daring heist, a cold case solved, or a criminal brought to justice, we'll bring you the stories that captivate and inspire. Thank you for watching, and remember, crime never pays. Like true crime stories like this, Hit subscribe for more wild cases from around the world.